This is my match footage from the July Fairfax Garden Gun 2-Gun Action Challenge match. For this stage, there are 3 shooting positions at 100, 75, and 50 yards from 2 half-size IPSC gong targets. Each requires 2 hits, no double taps, and all shots must be taken from a kneeling position. I should point out that I take a kneeling position on my right knee and I'm shooting off my right shoulder, which is completely opposite of what you're supposed to do, but I just have a hard time going down on my left knee. Something I need to work on. Once you finish engaging the targets from this last rifle position, you unload and show clear to the RO, sling your rifle, and run downrange to about 25 yards from the 2 targets and engage each of the gong targets with 3 hits. Again, no double taps.
Unload and show clear. Shooter, are you ready?
For this stage, there are 3 shooting positions. This first one is 225 yards from what we call the 300-yard berm. You start by carrying a 20-pound ammo can across the quote-unquote minefield. Stepping on a clay gives you a penalty. So we're engaging the same 2 targets at the 200-yard berm, and then the 1 target at the 300-yard berm. Each gets 2 hits. Double taps are allowed for this stage. Then you grab the ammo can, head down to the next shooting position, crossing through the minefield. And this position is at 200 yards from the 300-yard berm, and the next shooting position is 175 yards from the 300-yard berm.
Whoop. All right, good job. Now unload and show clear.
For this stage, you sprint about 20-ish yards to the shooting position. Your rifle is unloaded. So you load when you get there, you go prone, and you engage these 6 Duramax balls, which are turning out to be pretty durable targets. Managed to get the first couple without any issues. And then these last 2, I started to struggle. And the only reason I can think that I was struggling is my right elbow was in a bit of a depression and it was throwing me off. This last target, I managed to clip just enough that the ball actually spun on the cone instead of falling off. And that just frustrated me even more, which caused me to miss more. Once you finally get all 6, you unload, clear your rifle, and then move to the next shooting position, which is 20 yards from the spinner target, and your pistol also started unloaded. Load your pistol and spin the spinner.
You got a little while.
I'm getting more comfortable with the red dot, but I'm still occasionally having trouble finding it when I transition, so that's why a couple of these are just blatant misses.
There you go. Very well done. Unload and show clear.
For this last stage, you start at a VTAC barricade and you engage those 3 steel targets, 1 round each. And there I had my gun just on the edge of the barricade, so recoil pushed it back, and I wasn't sure what happened. Wanted to make sure that the gun wasn't out of battery or anything like that. Once you engage those 3 targets, you move a 45-pound 40mm ammo can to the next position for the ammo can, come back, re-engage those 3 plates, move the ammo can, come back, re-engage the 3 plates, bring the ammo can back to the VTAC barricade, re-engage the 3 plates. The key for this stage was every engagement of the plates had to be through a separate port in the VTAC barricade. You couldn't use an outside edge, and you couldn't use the same port twice.
Hit.
Weather was good for this match, although it was a little hot. It wasn't as bad as the IDPA match the week prior. Open division always has a lot of good shooters, so I'm pretty happy with where I fell in the rankings. See you in the future for more match footage.